watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
I have to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10.
Beautiful people and tennis.
I mean, what more do you need?
Sometimes more is not more.
Exactly. It's a very, very good movie.
Quite an endorsement.
Yes.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. When it's this hot outside, a movie night in sounds extra good. Film critic Michael Cook is here today with 2 streaming picks you can watch right now on Amazon Prime. First up, Sovereign, a gripping drama filmed right here in Arkansas and inspired by real events out of West Memphis. Then we'll take a look at Friendship, a quirky comedy starring Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd that leans into unexpected laughs and offbeat chemistry. Always great to see you, Michael.
Good to see you.
All right, well, movie critic's choice. Which one would you like to start with?
Let's start off serious and then go to comedy. How about that?
All
This
right.
is Sovereign first.
Sovereign. Here we go.
Hello? 1-1, where is your emergency? Exit 275 on 40. These guys just shot a police officer right on the exit.
I need to ask you a few questions. Maybe you can help me get to the bottom of what happened. Can you do that for me? You two were on some kind of road trip?
My dad travels for work.
There is no money. It's all just numbers on a ledger. And when it all comes collapsing down, who do you think they expect to come around and clean up the mess?
What about school?
I'm homeschooled. He says that he wants me to be an independent thinker.
Power's in the people. Always remember that.
We found some weapons in the van you were driving. Your father has, he ever been violent?
Next time, aim more for the head. You know, they wear bulletproof vests.
It sounds to me like your dad doesn't like the government very much.
They're sick in the head, that's all. So we just gotta play their silly-ass little games. And go in there and kill the monster under the bed, so to speak.
Whoa.
There's a lot there.
Dang, Michael. Let's talk about serious.
Very serious.
Okay.
This, as you mentioned, this is loosely based on a 2010 shooting and sadly deaths of 2 Arkansas state troopers, but now it's been fictionalized a little bit. However, it was filmed in Northwest Arkansas. Nick Offerman plays, he calls himself a sovereign citizen, which means, in his opinion, the laws of the United States don't apply to him, which means he doesn't have to pay his taxes, he doesn't have to pay his mortgage, all these kind of kooky beliefs that he holds on to, and he's trying to, you know, tell his son, played by Jacob Tremblay, kind of teach him his values, these weird values, but values nonetheless. At the same time, there's a parallel story with Dennis Quaid, who's a police chief who also has a son who's going through police academy, and Dennis Quaid is teaching him his values of, you know, service and taking care of others. And so you have these 2 parallel stories of these 2 men, teaching their younger sons and their values. But of course, you know, because it's based on a true story, that these 2 families are somehow going to come together at some point in the film. Nick Offerman is absolutely fantastic in this film as a man who's already mentally unbalanced, but then starts slowly spiraling out of control when various things happen to him because of his action. Of course, Dennis Quaid is fantastic in everything that he does as the father who is a good man, but sometimes just is kind of clueless on family. This is a very tense thriller. Even though you know what's going to happen, it still keeps you guessing. I really enjoyed it. I give it a 9 out of 10. Ooh. So highly recommend it. You can rent it for Amazon Prime. It still might be $20. Give it a week or 2. It'll probably be $6 on Amazon Prime.
We love good bargains, too.
Exactly.
Okay, I love this review.
Yes.
All right, I'm in. All right, moving on to something a little lighter.
Friendship on Amazon Prime.
All right.
Hello?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Honey, the new neighbor invited you over for a drink at 8 tonight. I said you'd go.
You don't know my schedule.
You sit there every night. Might be nice to have a pal, you know, a bud.
Hey guys, this is my neighbor Craig. He's the best. I was just spiraling. I mean, I see the way the guys look at her. I'm scared.
Sheila's lucky to have a dad like you.
If your game is on, you can call through. If your love is strong,
I can see the future. It's full of pals. I'm on the edge of life, and the view is gorgeous.
Look, we had a couple of really nice hangs, but I think it best that we go our separate ways. I don't wish to continue this friendship.
You all accepted me way too fast. You can't do that. You made me feel too free. People need rules.
you should be dead, you psycho! Who are you?
Give me a second chance. Get to know me.
Did I miss the funny?
I'll tell you, this is kind of in but The Office is kind of cringy. This is kind of in that same vein, if you like that kind of comedy. Tim Robinson plays a married man with a teenage son. He's a bit of a schlub. He's, kind of not going anywhere in his life and his job, and his marriage is kind of on the rocks. He meets Paul Rudd's character, who's a new neighbor, and Paul Rudd, as you see, is just the coolest. He's in a band. He's a meteorologist. He's on TV, and Tim Robinson just develops sort of a platonic man crush with Paul Rudd's character, and they start hanging out and doing fun things together, and Tim is just so excited. He's finally got a friend and somebody to hang out with. But then, as you saw, Tim Robinson is just awkward and nerdy and kind of narcissistic, just a man-child. And Paul Rudd says, "You know what? I just don't think we should be friends anymore," and breaks off their friendship, which sends Tim Robinson into this another spiral. There's a theme from the previous movie, all to various comedic, dilemmas and problems. I think this movie is just laugh out loud hilarious. It's a lot of cringe stuff. Tim Robinson's character, he just can't get his act together, does all these stupid and crazy things, and Paul Rudd, of course, is the ultimate cool dude. Just a fun laugh out loud flick. I give it 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, well, the clip was definitely misleading.
Little misleading.
I wasn't LOLing at all.
Exactly. I thought it was hilarious, so I recommend it.
I'm kind of curious your opinions on when you've got leading characters like Rudd or Dennis Quaid.
Right.
Can they really carry a story if, in fact, it's a little weak?
Sometimes they can. These are two good movies, but I've seen stars like them where, because their star power is so strong, they're able to carry weak scripts and plots that just don't quite make sense. There is a certain thing of that charisma of a star that goes a long way.
Yeah. Well, obviously not necessary in either of these two flicks,
right.
But needless to say, I do like both of those actors.
Good actors.
Well, thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Once again, stay out of this heat and enjoy a good movie night. Both films can be streamed through Amazon Prime. Now, coming up, we're talking big-time deals at Gwatney Chevrolet. Thousands off new vehicles, used cars starting under $7,000, and some sweet extras you won't want to miss. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.